Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, today is Sunday, or at least it's Sunday on the day I'm uploading these readings. Every Sunday I post a reading to ask for an immediate message that you need to hear right now, something that is relevant to you and important right now. And we'll check out the week ahead as well. So welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you are new. It is such a joy to be connected with all of you. We have several ways to choose your piles. We have 3 beautiful cards. I'm also going to draw a charm for each of these piles as well. I'm also going to draw a rune for each of these piles as well, and I will ask the universe to. I will put the Ask the Universe in a separate timestamp below, along with the timestamps for the readings. So let's get to it. So pile 1, you have Oya Spindle. This is card number 22. This is for pile 1. Isn't that beautiful? Asking the trees today. Then we have Dur Oak. This is card number 7. That's for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have Phagos Beach. And this is card number 24. Okay, so those are your cards. Excuse me. Let's put these little, I'll put these little counters out because it makes it easy for you to see the charms. If you want to take a little bit longer, spend time with your intuition. So, the charms are for pile 1. We have a fairy. Very beautiful fairy. That's pile 1. Pile 2, you have a ship's wheel. And pile 3, you have a horse. Okay, so those are the charms, your runes. Okay, pile 1, you have Isa, the rune of ice. For pile 2, you have the rune of Lagos. This is flow. And then for pile 3, you have the rune of Athila, separation. The rune of separation. Gosh, these are going to be interesting readings today, and these are timeless readings. You can always find them whenever you need to. But if you are following them, and thank you those of you who follow them week in and week out, we have a very powerful eclipse moon in a couple of days. So, gosh, it's a powerful, powerful time. There is big stuff happening astrologically. So it will be fascinating to see what comes through today. We never, of course, know when we look into the readings what messages will come through for you that you need to hear right now. Now, I am going to leave the video running for a few moments longer. You can take as long as you need. If you need to press the pause button, do so. And I will, in a moment as well, once I finish that little space, I will then do the Ask the Universe as well to find out which pile or piles is recommended. And when you are looking at them, if you're new to tarot, I know many of you really know what you're doing and have exceptional intuition. But if you find you're drawn perhaps to a rune in one pile but the card in another, it may be that there is a message in both for you. So it's always worth just following through with anything that you feel. So beautiful souls, tons of love, and I will see you either in the Ask the Universe section of choice, or I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome to the Ask the Universe opportunity. I am just on my own website here. I'm going to click on Find a Reading now. And if you ever do need a reading, you can use this service. It will find you. It's like throwing a dice with 1,000 readings that it can locate. So you can always choose your pile or indeed choose your reading as well. So let's reveal the pile today. Piles 1 and 2. That is what's coming through in the Trust the Universe to find the right pile for you. Piles 1 and 2. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Oya Spindle. This is card number 22. 22 could be relevant to some of you. You have this beautiful fairy and Isa. Isa, ice, is also a rune of standstill. It can sometimes suggest that something is actually stuck and maybe some work is needed to unstuck it. This is a card that is about getting a reward, so getting something you want, really receiving success, but some work is required to get there. So let's see what else we are shown. What is the message that my pile ones need to receive? It is time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. That's interesting because this is a card of success and celebration. Though always you get the rewards because you've done the work, basically. Maybe you do need to stand still and smell the roses. Set boundaries. This is interesting. And practice freedom. Release the weight of judgment. Your reading is getting very, very interesting. I'm just looking at that full moon as well. Sort of almost as if it's partly revealed. What is this about? What is the message? Honeybee, that's also about success. You are being called to rise. This is the divine feminine. Okay. Set boundaries. Claim your power and know your value. Release the weight of judgment. I actually do think this is about a promise of success. I think you're being offered success, or you're going to receive success. And I do think you will be celebrating. But I think the work is possibly less around something physical and more to do with the inner work of not letting something internally hold you back. Claim your power, know your value. Release the weight of judgment. Rising. Absolutely rising. What else are we shown? Let's get some more information. What is the message my pile ones need to know right now, please? May we kindly ask for an immediate message that my pile ones need to know. Okay, I'm saying this as well. Okay. Oh, right, this is beginning to make some sense. Okay, so you have the 5 of, I believe that is Earth. You have the King of Fire. You have the Thought card. Look at the masks here. Okay, you have the 7 of Earth. The Father card. And Intuition. Right, okay. My dear pile ones, your intuition about someone is absolutely correct. Okay? Absolutely correct. I think somebody is, they're stuck, the ice. I think maybe there is somebody in your world who either they are very stuck, like set in their ways, or for some of you, they could even be maybe blocking your progress. I don't think if they are blocking your progress, I don't think they're doing it directly. I think they're doing it in a sort of an underhanded way. And I'm really sorry if this isn't resonating. This might not be the right reading for you, but there's something going on behind the scenes that is stopping you. Well, I don't think it is going to stop you. I think that's your message. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. Remain grounded, remain anchored, step into a position of leadership. It only stops you, in this instance, it only stops you if you let it. You know, like if somebody's talking behind your back and it really gets you down. And I have personally experienced this, and I know that I am a great one for then dwelling on it. I can feel that something isn't right, but because it's not up front, I mean, I'm very, very intuitive. I'm very sensitive to energy. So I know if somebody's not being nice behind my back, even if they're all sweet and lovely and smiles, it doesn't feel right. And it's this kind of thing. But instead of dwelling on it, and I know that I can do this. I can get into the rabbit hole of my mind and then I can just go round and round in circles trying to... it's almost instinctive to try and want to fix it. But you can't fix something if somebody's not being upfront about it. And actually, your message is really clear. Don't let it hold you back. Don't get bogged down in it. Don't overthink it. Your intuition is 100%. You're absolutely right. Somebody is behaving not very well. Set your boundaries and carry on your own path irrespective. That's your message. It could not be clearer. You don't have to put on a mask and be somebody you're not. And if somebody's being two-faced, very interesting, we're seeing two masks here, two faces here. I do feel, I think there is somebody who is just, and I'm so sorry, but you know, it's a shame, isn't it? It's just such a shame. Life is too short. Your message is really clear. Don't let it get you down. It's not exactly ignoring it, but you know it's there, but carry on your pathway regardless. Step up. You've got the King of Fire. This is like the King of Wands energy. And the Father, this is like the Emperor, leadership. Remain anchored, remain grounded, maintain your own purpose, your own energy. Be very clear about where you invest your energy. You may actually decide not to continue to invest your energy in this person. I don't know. It's interesting because actually this card does also say that if we're thinking about doing the inner work or doing some work in order to achieve success, it sometimes asks you to find out more. So it may also be, yes, of course, with standstill, with ice, that you may actually be being asked to just continue on your pathway and let something unfold naturally. Something will come to light. We've got an L. Something will be shown to you. I don't think you have to try and work out what's going on. Your gut feeling is right. You know something's being said, something isn't okay, or whatever it is. There's something around you. Whatever that is for you, I think you already know that. Just remain bright, light, stay on track. I think it will be shown to you. You'll see. Somebody's weaving a bit of a web. It'll be fine. Just stay on track, remain anchored and grounded, claim your power, know your value and rise. Just do your own thing. Don't let it stop you. Don't become entangled in the web of deceit or lies. Don't tangle yourself up in anything that anybody else is doing. Maintain your boundaries. Your message is, it could not be clearer. I think it will come to light. What's that saying? The truth will out. I think if you carry on your pathway, at some point that will emerge. It's not that you're ignoring it in a sweeping it under the carpet way, but you acknowledge it, but also don't let it affect you. Don't bite into that energy. Let us get more guidance. Let's ask about the week ahead. How does this pan out in the week ahead? How interesting. Look at the card that showed itself, the Knight of Cups. Seeing someone coming in, offering you something. What else did we have? You have the Nine of Wands. Okay. I think it is weighing a bit heavily, or maybe you're feeling like you have to walk away, even from some of you. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, how gorgeous, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Do you know, I think there'll be a really positive resolution to this situation. I really, really do. It's almost as though you can affect the outcome through your energy and your positivity. Let it unfold, the truth will out. Even if you're feeling a little bit, I don't know, out in the cold, a bit down or a bit swamped by this, don't let it affect you. Carry on doing what you're doing. Invest your energy wisely. Invest your energy where you want it to be invested. I think there's some kind of a success coming in with the Four of Wands. This is a card of success, of celebration. And with the Ace of Wands, I think there'll be, and the Knight of Cups, I think that this week you'll see a turnaround in something. I don't know what it is. Your situation is going to be completely unique to you. I don't know what your actual circumstances are. But if you continue on your pathway of holding your energy, holding your boundaries, walking a pathway of integrity, investing your energy and your time wisely rather than buying into something that is underhanded or going on. Just separate yourself from it, boundary yourself from it. I think there's going to be a shift this week. At the moment, it feels like it's in the way, but actually, I think this week you will see a shift. And I think there'll be a turnaround. You may even get some assistance coming in from somebody who resonates with you and recognises the situation and what's going on. I think this is really a very powerfully positive week for you with a very big shift. If you're watching this as I'm uploading it, it doesn't surprise me because that's the energy this week. I think something is going to turn around. There'll be a fruitful outcome, a success, and I don't think you need to interfere with anything to make it happen, or if anything, all you need to do is to boundary yourself so you're separate from that kind of energy, that underhandedness. Don't be drawn into anything. Separate yourself from it. Do that. Rise, shine, do the work that you're meant to be doing, keep on track in a grounded way, in your own way and in your own work. I think you're going to see some sort of really successful outcome. And whether it's an outcome that happens and you just rise and shine and the energy that was going on would have stopped you, because if you were tangled in it, you wouldn't be free to invest in the now. Whether it is something like that, because if you think of yourself as a pie chart, if 50% of you is overthinking about what's going on behind the scenes and worrying about it, there's only 50% left to attend to your day, to do the stuff you're doing. But if you can boundary yourself, put it down and know and trust that it will, the truth will out, it will get sorted. Whatever this is, it's going to get resolved. And you bring your focus and your energy 100% to what you're doing and thinking about where you invested. I think you're going to reap the rewards, because that's what this card says. You will reap rewards. And therefore, it's about not allowing something of toxicity or negativity or below the belt, behind the back, to get in the way of your energy and your ability to shine. This is literally about boundarying your energy, remaining grounded, doing the work, stepping into a position of leadership, and just then letting the universe work with you to the successful outcome. I do think you're going to see some sort of success this week, which is fabulous. You know, in spite of this, either this will be the resolution that you're seeking, you'll get it, or in spite of it, you're going to see the success. But either way, this is about boundarying your energy. Pile 1, this is your message, this is your reading. It is such a privilege to be reading for you. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of our amazing community. I'm really, really honoured to be connected with all of you. I am sending you all the love in the world. If you're watching this, as I am uploading it, we did an amazing collective reading just a few days ago. And thank you so much to those of you who joined. Many of you have asked about doing another one, so do watch this space if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or a live event where we can collectively read, or anything else that I upload. Do just subscribe, press the little bell icon, because people are asking to do that again, and we definitely will. It was an amazing experience to be reading collectively and reading together. So beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Lagos, the rune of flow. It's interesting because you have a ship's wheel, so that it feels like there's watery energy. Also, the Dua oak is about fertility, so this is connecting maybe to allowing something to flow or steering your ship. I don't know. Let's draw more cards. What are we being shown? What's the message for my pile 2? Go on an adventure. Okay. And these 2. Speak to yourself with kindness. Okay. Emotions are the reflection. Yeah, there's watery energy. There's emotional energy. Look for the deeper meaning. And look at these swallows or swifts. I'm not sure whether they are, which ones they are, but they fly with ease, and we have a winged horse, Pegasus. Go on an adventure. I wonder if you need to let go of something. Literally go with the flow. Or maybe, set forth, chart new territory. That's what's coming through here. Chart new territory. Don't be afraid to set forth on a new voyage. I wonder if there is an opportunity in front of you that you would like to do, and yet maybe you're hesitant. Speak to yourself with kindness. If there's a hesitancy, because this is a kind of a go for it. The ground is fertile. The situation, the climate is for you is fertile to do something, to have a go, to set forth. Maybe it takes you out of your comfort zone. Rabbit, sensitive soul, strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. It's very interesting because rabbits are quite timid. They're not sure. Rabbits don't tend to venture into new territory. Well, I mean, they do sometimes, but it's a bit like I'm kind of hearing that saying, a rabbit in a headlight. They are timid. They jump at the very slightest thing. I think this is about stepping out of your comfort zone. I think that there is an opportunity for you to set forth on some kind of new adventure. And I think your message is encouraging you to do it. That's what I think it is. Now, I don't know what that new adventure is, but let's see if we can get a little bit more information. And we'll also be looking for guidance for the coming week as well. Thought. Take off the masks you believed you had to wear. You don't have to impress anybody. You've got the 2 of air. Yeah, you don't have to impress anybody. You've got the 8 of air. You have the Mother card. You have the 6 of fire. And then you have the 3 of air as well. Okay. Right. Let's just sit and tune in with your reading. I do actually think that there is something that is almost like a space of possibility in front of you. And you're being asked to sort of take a risk, to set forth, whatever the new adventure is for you. I think there is a part of you that is either wondering whether you will be good enough or whether you can do it. If it involved travelling, for example, perhaps you've never done it before, or travelling alone, perhaps you've never done it before, or whatever it is, joining a group and you've never done that before. There's something here, it's new. I think you're going to absolutely love it. But what's happening here, I think, is that because you are a deeply, deeply sensitive soul, I think you are entering this almost from a place of kind of worrying about how it'll be or how people will see you, how it will feel. And you're definitely being encouraged to have a go, to learn something new. Here, I can really see this. And actually, there's divine timing involved in this. Look at all the symbols here. There is, and the book open, the scroll and the skull. I think this is divine timing. I think there genuinely is something quite magical that will come to you through stepping into this new territory or setting forth on the new adventure, whatever it is. I think that there is a part of you that is not sure about moving forwards. You're worried about whether it might be successful or otherwise. And curiously enough, I think the Mother card, which is a bit like the Empress energy, is giving us two messages. For some of you, it could go back to childhood where maybe you either overtly or quietly, subversively, as it were, unconsciously inherited messages around what was possible for you and what wasn't. And so this is sort of challenging those. If you didn't believe you could step up and step out, this is challenging those perceptions. But also the Mother is a card, of course, ultimately in the higher vibration. The Empress is about fertility, about happiness, about success. And the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands, it's a card of ultimate success. This is the Six of Wands in a traditional pack, and the Six of Wands is a card, the ultimate card of success. I think that it will lead to something. I think you're in a zone of do I, don't I? Shall I, shan't I? I really want to say whatever this opportunity is. I think your reading is saying go for it. So if there isn't an opportunity around you, I think there will be. Steer your ship. You can steer your ship through this. It's like setting sail, isn't it, on a voyage with no fixed destination. Can you imagine, an explorer setting forth and they don't know. They've got no charts and they don't know what territory they're going to sail into or find. But they do so with trust, and then all sorts of amazing things unfold because of the fact that they set forth. So I feel this is leading to not just the thing that you that you can see. It would be like joining a community group and then meeting an amazing friend who becomes like a best buddy for life or something. There's something else will come from this. It's going to open things up. And so the initial step is to commit to joining this, whatever it is, or setting forth on that adventure, saying yes to it. That's your message, my beautiful pile twos. Excuse me. Let's ask about the week ahead. May we kindly ask about the week ahead? Let's bring these cards down a bit. We can do this. Okay. You have the Three of Cups. Okay. Now that's a beautiful card of celebration. You then have the Ten of Wands. I've got a little message coming through around that one. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. You then have the Death card. You then have Judgment. And you have the Page of Wands. How lovely. I think this week, this opportunity, I suspect it's not something you're going to do alone. I think it perhaps connects to either a friendship group or a community group or something like that. It's not a singular journey. I don't think it is you going on your own. That adventure, that new adventure. If it's a travelling thing, it could be travelling with a group. But it's definitely setting forth on something, and I think it involves other people. And what came through with the Ten of Wands was don't make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, don't make it into something. Don't, because I think it's almost like you could overplay this in your head while you're trying to weigh it up and consider all the things that might go wrong or all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. Don't overplay it. I think with the Death card, it's like just put it down. Put that stuff down. Get out of your own way. I think there will be a decision to make this week about whatever this is. So if it's not in front of you already, I think it soon will be. And I do think this week you get to make that choice with the Judgment card. You get to call that shot to say yay or nay. It may be that you get put on the spot where it's kind of be a bit like if there is something and you thought, I've always wanted to do that. And some friends said, well, look, there's only one place left. You know, you have to make a decision by Thursday. Well, you've got to make a decision by Thursday. It's like there's a time limit on it. And I think that setting forth on this, you are going to feel so excited. The Page of Wands is a lovely energy of excitement, of passion, enthusiasm. It's fab. I mean, it is just fab, fab, and more fab. Couldn't be better. So, beautiful souls. How magical is this? I think there will be a choice to make this week. And your reading, your immediate message, is really, really encouraging you to take that opportunity, to seize the moment, to jump in, to go with the flow, really step up. I think it's going to lead to other stuff and really, really exciting happenings. This is your reading. How exciting. This feels amazing. Do please keep me posted in the comments. I love to hear kind of what's going on in your world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all of you. If you're watching this as I've uploaded it, a few days ago we did a live event where we read our cards together. It was amazing. Thank you so much, all of you who were able to join. And if you weren't able to join, you can still watch the recording of that event and draw cards with me. So do check it out. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or a webinar or a collective reading or anything that I'm doing here, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. Tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have 24 Phagos speech. Now, this card is about study and learning and wisdom, ancient wisdom sometimes. You have a horse, which looks, I kept saying freedom really connected to this horse. It's just the way it looks so happy. It's got a really happy, free kind of vibe. And then we have Othilla, separation. It's also a rune of real property. And this does sometimes connect, actually, to places where wisdom is held. I think we better draw your cards and find out more. What message is coming through for my pile 3? Listen. Your inner child has something to say. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. There we go. There it is. There's your third card. Today is the day. It's time to begin the journey. Okay, I'm very curious. Very, 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 very curious. You have Llama, soul growth. Growth is never easy. Have faith and trust in the journey. How interesting. It's time to begin the journey. And Swan, graceful transformation. Okay, soften your heart and find your flow. For some of you, this might literally be about your spiritual pathway. There's something here about learning something and letting go of something as you learn. or needing to let go. For some of you, maybe you literally have to move in order to embark on a new phase of growth and learning, because it does connect to real property. Oh, wow. That's a lot of cards. Now, that's way too many, but I'm going to take the one that we can see. How interesting. We have the 8 of, I believe that's the 8 of water, actually. Let's have a look. Especially with graceful transformation, find your flow. Okay, we have the 5 of earth. We have healing. Oh, King of earth and Queen of fire. Okay. I think you need to put something behind you. With Othilla, with separation, you need to put something behind you, recognize the learning, and let it go and move on. The learning is the healing. There's something not to be bound or attached to anymore. Give yourself permission to feel it. Let it come forth. There may be some emotions around it. It may be something where you really, really need to release and heal some emotionality of some sort. To recognize that I think something has reached a conclusion, or it may have reached a conclusion quite some time ago. But for some of you, I don't necessarily think it's entirely new. But there is something here that is, it needs to be almost grieved for, put down, let go of, moved on from. See this beautiful little frog here, and another one here. What was that saying, you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince or princess? It may be that, I feel like there has been something, there's something that you need to separate and release, and the gain that then comes to you is who you become, the new journey, who you've become, your soul growth, and the transformation, because you wouldn't be the person you are today if you hadn't experienced that. Othilla is also sometimes known as the rune of inheritance, and the inheritance is the gain. If you think about it, when you inherit something, there's usually been a loss, and it's the benefit that comes as an inheritance afterwards. Obviously, sometimes we inherit things that aren't so good. If we did inherit things like an attitude or something going back to childhood, then it's time to let that go. It's time to separate from it. Horses are about power, and all I could see in this horse was freedom. I think it's time to, begin the journey of liberation from something that has been difficult or painful, that held you back. It's time to realign. Time to let go gracefully, to move forwards, to transform. It's like every day is a new dawn, and today really is a new dawn. For some of you, this could connect to parenting with the King of Earth and the Queen of Fire. It could connect to some sort of relationship for some of you. I'm going to get more cards and ask about these two. I'm wondering if it also could be telling you that there's more to come. I mean, if you were broken-hearted from something, there's been a separation, perhaps the new will come. May we kindly ask about the King of Fire, the King of Earth and the Queen of Fire. Okay. So, we're shown the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. Wow, okay, that's a fast-moving card. The 6 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Gosh, I think this is looking ahead, actually. How exciting. Yeah, this is putting something behind you, moving on, letting go, releasing, cleansing. I do feel for many of you, this is some kind of a relationship reading. Now, it could be that you've lost a family member. It could be you lost a parent or parents. It could be that this is a relationship, an intimate relationship. But there's something that is needing to be released, cleansed, healed. It's time to move on. Today is the day. Give yourself permission to release your emotions. Listen to them, feel them, and release them and let go. Because actually, there is something coming in, I think, really quite fast with the Eight of Wands. I think a gateway will literally be opened for you. You need to come back into balance. And with the Nine of Cups, if this is to do with love for any of you, if you lost somebody or a relationship didn't work out, I think it's time to acknowledge your feelings and move on, let go. And then I think you will potentially meet somebody very quickly indeed. And this would be a far more balanced connection. And one, I believe, that would make you very happy. So there's definitely basically I don't know what your personal circumstances are, but what I do know is that the energy is suggesting that if you realign, if you let go and don't cling to something and the residue of anything that has actually had to pass away by necessity, it's like you're being given freedom from the emotional connection. Doesn't mean you forget, but it's freedom from the emotional entanglement that stops you from moving on. I think something in your world will move on very, very, very quickly. And this is your message. It really is let go gracefully. Allow yourself permission to feel it. You know, if you're feeling that wound, for some of you, it could go way back to childhood, or it's touched some sort of childhood messages. Let's ask about the week ahead. But this is all about listen to your feelings, acknowledge your feelings, then you can release them and move on. May we ask about the week ahead for my pile 3. You have, wow, you've got the Ace of Wands. Oh, look at this. You've got the Knight of Cups. You have the Death card. You have the Judgment card. And you have the High Priestess. Now, I do think for some of you this is a relationship reading. And I do think people are involved, although there could be a letting go of real property. If you came out of a separation and you've had to move on from something and you're feeling, you know, really, really down about it, this is the day to start afresh, start a new journey, a new chapter. Let it go. I think this week there's an opportunity for something that's like a brand new beginning. So no wonder your spirit team, your guides are suggesting that you do actually let go gracefully. It's like make space. This is coming in. I think there's an opportunity this week for you to lay the past to rest, to make a very clear choice, because the opportunity, it's not because you're just laying the past to rest. You're laying the past to rest because there is a brand new opportunity right in front of you that arrives. It's like the key. It's like the High Priestess is holding the key, and this unlocks these amazing gates to this magical garden. I do think there is an invitation or an offer or an opportunity that comes this week. So it isn't just a question of letting go of the past. It's letting go of the past gracefully to allow in the wonderfulness of something very, very, very new and very exciting. And if you were hurt in love, I think this is a new relationship coming in. But whatever you're letting go of, I do think it has emotional content, and it's about freeing you from that. Having the freedom to move forwards and embrace a new journey, a new chapter of your journey. Having the wisdom, the knowledge, the learning from history, to know that you can grow, you can be resilient. It's time to learn. I would venture to say to learn to love again, to learn to feel again. That's what's really coming through here. Whatever this offer is, it has emotion attached to it. Whether it's friendship or something you feel passionately about, but it has emotion here, and there's an opportunity for you to feel that emotion again and lay to rest It's almost like to make a decision to put the past down and leave it behind you. This really is like a really sort of almost like a cosmic gateway opening for you. Now, if you're watching this as I'm uploading it, that's totally in alignment with the astrology. If you've come to this reading in 8 months, 10 months, 2 years, whenever, the energy around you is offering you this. You wouldn't be drawn to it otherwise. So there is absolutely a key. It's like a key to unlock a doorway to a magical garden, a whole new chapter. You've got to let the past go. You've got to let it to rest. Give yourself permission to embrace what's coming. Literally. Wow. Pile 3, this is your reading. I'm loving the readings this week. I really am. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. If you are watching this as I upload it, we do have a very dynamic week ahead. And just a few days ago, I did a collective reading online. Thank you if you joined me. If you missed that, do watch it. You can watch the recording of it and draw cards with me. I will be holding further events like that. I know loads and loads of you have asked for them. And thank you for the feedback. So, I mean, it was awesome. It was amazing to connect with you in such a here and now personal way. You know, it was a lovely, lovely live event. So, you know, do watch this space if you want to make sure you never miss any of my readings or webinars or live events. Do subscribe and press the little bell icon. Pile 3, have an amazing week.